What's up, guys? It's your boy Big G. Welcome back to the channel. We got episode 6 coming out. We got the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks immediately after that. I can't believe we're already halfway through the season, but the playoffs are coming up soon. We're in perfect contention for at least making the Super Bowl, as long as we can stay undefeated and win the playoff games, which is rare for the Cowboys. I really do appreciate the support you guys have been showing for the past couple episodes. If you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, let's get into it. We're halfway through the season. Things are looking great right now, other than Dak Prescott's interception numbers. Partially my fault, really, kind of. So it's all my fault, but either way. We are number 1 in the league. We are looking great. We're still undefeated. We still got 8 more weeks ahead of us. Really 6 or so if you count these next 2 games that I will be playing. Yeah. We got, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so after these next 2 games, we'll have 5 games coming up, and yeah, it looks like we might be able to stay undefeated, hopefully. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop into it. We got scouting players, weekly strat, got a couple upgrades, weekly awards. Trayvon Diggs once again, the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. 9 tackles, 1 sack, 1 pick, 1 touchdown. Always popping off. The season started off with Deron Bland, and I had really high hopes for his season and how he was gonna do this season, but kind of fell off. Trayvon stepped up, so it worked out. Let's do it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Eric Kendricks, who's really been a force from his linebacker spot, now up to 10 sacks this season. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin here in Dallas, joined by Charles Davis, as I am every year at this special time. Happy Thanksgiving, partner.
Merry Christmas.
And everyone who's checking out this game.
Yeah, great to spend it with all of you at home. Boy, they've been doing this here in Dallas a long time, since 1966. And it's always a little more intriguing when it's a divisional matchup like we have here this afternoon.
And not only a divisional matchup, how about a heated rivalry matchup? But these two, they really don't like each other. And this extends over plenty of years, whether they're playing on Thanksgiving Day or any other given day in the NFL schedule. These two, they want to get after each other.
So here are the Commanders making their way out. They're led out by the former Oregon Duck in his 9th NFL season now, Marcus Mariota.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Holding? Yep.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Robinson up the middle. And
shit,
stopped
Eric.
immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback.
Ooh.
And he'll be out.
Little stiff arm, okay.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
An early
Come on,
test
D.
for this defense. Here we go on
No
third
first down.
inches. Throwing, Mariota. And that is
Incomplete, yes, sir.
The defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Ray to punt it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense.
We just cover up the interception mark here. Nobody needs to see that.
Quarterback Dak Prescott who leads the way.
If you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Yeah, here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Oh, he gone. He gone.
Inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with his first score here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that, that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches,
Good
they
D.
have to tell themselves, don't act too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota to throw it.
Another incomplete pass. Good shit.
Too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
Yes, sir.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles.
Put that mask on.
Last week, not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
Look at this rushing total.
Here we go.
And you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. Offensive line, tight ends. They're going to get
Okay,
a nice
I was
little
trying to
bump
juke.
from their big time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I don't know. I can't go back and pinpoint it, but it's a great tradition and it rewards towards those guys because they don't really get the attention that they deserve. We rarely call their names. It's a nice way for them to end their season.
Yeah, here we go.
On the ground with Vaughn.
Oh, what?
3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
He got my shoelace.
Football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
They run right side with Hunt.
See.
Taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call it.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with that.
Damn.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, run or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw.
Let's go.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they're totally out of rhythm, trying to get the game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45.
Switch that. Yeah, here we go.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation,
here we go.
It just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare
Damn
you
it.
as a
No.
team.
Defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Well, the Commanders are going to have great field position. This is returned just shy of midfield.
All right, Dak, that's your one for the game. No more mistakes.
That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Get him. Yeah.
They get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon. No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by McManus is good. And they will get themselves on the board here.
That's all right. That's all
right. So, Charles,
right.
they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week.
Yeah.
But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to
blocks,
only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
Because he got hurt.
Talk to us about leaning on him.
What do you want him to do?
As you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah, here we go.
On second down, it's Vaughn.
Oh, come on, Deuce. Come on, Deuce. You're faster. Yeah. Oh.
Tackled down.
I juked.
Gain of 3 leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. But you look at this defense, they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank and stopping the run.
I can't.
But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah,
here we go.
Against power, something's got to give.
Oh!
Try and push the pile.
You big-bodied bitch.
Forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys.
Ready, set.
Ends up losing yardage.
Yeah, here we go.
They run for it with Hunt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when,
here we go.
when the back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run.
Son of a...
This one of it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And
this is not uncharacteristic. This is every fucking game now.
And can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Run.
Mariota's throw taken in there by Crowder. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It doesn't matter because the quarter's going to end.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, come on, D.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that is
good shit, Stephon.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his passes.
He's going for it? Oh, what the hell?
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Get him, Eric. Yeah.
As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Dak and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions. As he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive.
Yeah. Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt.
Oh, no.
Out of bounds, it looks like right at the
5 yards. That's good.
Give him 5 on the carry.
I'll take those.
2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say on that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And
where is it?
Division rivals.
Yeah.
That's the 3rd one of the day.
Here we go.
And it caps off a great day of football.
And he's got a 1st down.
Got the 1st down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
CD. I'll get you. Yeah, here we go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Fuck, man.
Oh, the ball comes out on the
Can y'all just block?
It's incomplete.
Please.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott off play action. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
Got a boy Schoon.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second.
Yeah.
Next thing you know,
Here we go.
for good yardage.
On first
Hit the
down,
hole.
they'll run with Hunt, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Alright.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Yeah. Here we go.
On play action, Prescott.
Bruh.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack.
You lot are killing me.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles.
Yeah.
Also, with offensive line,
here we go.
keep everyone in and mass protect.
Ah!
They know how to scheme
Throw
their way
it.
back to the quarterback as well.
Fuck off me.
Taken in by Ferguson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Yeah, certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Just let the clock wind down a little bit. No hurry here. 10, 9, 7.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And the Washington offense heading out.
Brandon don't miss, bro.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball.
You're gay if you get a touchdown within the next hour after this MSG.
To the bench and go, oh, boy, they
What's up, Dennis?
Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mariota working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll
Let me
help them
run.
as they head towards the half.
Mariota. That's complete as he goes right back to
No.
Carter. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So what if they score, Dennis? Does that make them gay?
First half, I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
What? Wasn't listening, sorry.
Nothing, man, nothing.
Right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Get off,
Robinson
get off.
with another
Fuck.
carry.
Holding.
He's met in his tracks
Hey,
behind.
did you get a touchdown, I hear? Guess you're gay.
No, I said, what if they score a touchdown? Does
So
that make
time they
them
get the
gay?
tight end on the hold.
Normally, he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Mariota now on second down. On the catch, it's Crowder.
Oh, for fuck's
I did
sake.
say you, not them, Sua.
He takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Mariota. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fuck it. Oh,
And we've hit the 2-minute mark
Lucky
in this
bitches.
first half of action.
fuck it. I'm still gonna run
Here
it.
comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Jump street. We're gonna jump in your ass.
Now Mariota. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays that give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, we'll cool off.
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them.
Here we go.
The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, maybe. Might work. Yeah. Here we go.
To throw is Prescott. And he knocks the ball away.
Come on, man.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep
He was.
downfield to him, though, such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Yeah. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Bro, can y'all just block?
Pressure gets to him, he will go.
Please.
And Washington now going to use
Fuck.
the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Come on, dude. Let's get a turnover. Okay.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. The second down pass play there, but it's
He might have been gone if he would have.
Not just the
They would have delivered on that
the
one.
entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Mario.
Good shit.
Pressure and down he goes. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Wait, just get a completion, get out of bounds.
Play action now. Prescott.
Y'all can just block.
And he takes
Oh
a
my
shot
God.
release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott.
Get out of bounds. Damn it.
Taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
If it's not there, throw it away. 'Cause we need to get out of bounds. 6,
Now it's a bootleg
5,
with Prescott.
4, throw it away.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned
Wait,
the hard way
no.
to give up and
Fuck.
fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
I wanted to kick a field goal. And I can't eat. Can I draw them offsides? Can I get a false start? No? Okay, whatever.
He'll take the
To halftime we go.
Seconds will tick by in this first half.
So stupid.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same
here we go.
thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards
Terrence,
the line of scrimmage,
that was your man, bro.
take some shots downfield.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Come on, CD.
And he It's
Dude.
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I don't like this game. Yeah, here we go.
On the counter.
Oh, shit.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
well.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Where the fuck is CD Lamb? Did he get hurt? No? Then why the isn't he out here? Yeah, here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's
Of course.
incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Go out of bounds. Go out of bounds. No. Okay.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On the give, here's Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mariota to throw it. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I'm convinced y'all want to lose.
Plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL...
Oh, Eric! Eric!
Here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
All right.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Let's score here. Come on.
And they'll have good field position here.
And it might actually work. Okay, sick. Come on. Yeah, here we go. There. And he overthrew him.
That's going to be incomplete. For the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles.
How did I just set my controller down.
As they burn one here in this
Oh,
third
this fucking game, bro.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing. Prescott.
Get off me.
Side complete. That's Elliott. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Excuse me. Yeah. Here we go.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Now Prescott.
Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
I'm just not going to say anything anymore.
Things over to Brandon Aubrey now for
This
the
is
field goal.
fucking ridiculous.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead.
Can't catch a ball to save our lives, man.
But I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Mariota now.
Get him, Eric. Yeah.
Boys, pressure gets there this time for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's James returning.
Damn.
They'll score that a 36-yard.
Oh no, I thought I could outrun him.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field
here we go.
Says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, here we go.
A give running right is
Good blocks.
Oh.
And past the 30.
Attaboy
A
Deuce.
yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
Yeah, here we go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
If y'all motherfuckers.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just got a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
I'm about to kill everybody on this fucking team, man.
Prescott.
got him again. The pressure from multiple guys there.
I'm really losing my fucking patience now.
9-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead.
Bro!
Prescott stripped. The lineman on the other side has got it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Mariota. A short one there, caught by Granson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Nigga, slide! Oh my God.
Washington that scoops it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw Mariota. On the catch, it's Crowder. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Here we go, back.
Why is...
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't see how that's a 1st down.
Two-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
There's no way in hell.
What they really want, though, is to not even get to
that was a
3rd
1st down. There's no way. There's no way. He wasn't there.
He brings out that red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because
he had no forward progress. He didn't even catch it on the other side of the fucking, and they're going to give it to him anyways.
We'll see what they decide here.
So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Mariota's throw complete to Dotson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try and throw it into the...
Thank you.
At the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Doesn't matter because I'm going to give them the ball right back.
They have to like the position that they are
really
in.
doesn't fucking matter.
2-score lead, and now the
can't run out the clock because I can't even get a fucking first down. My lineman can't block. If I throw it, it's gonna be incomplete, or if I get an interception, like.
Start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a
1 yard
up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think
fucking
this
sick.
offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yep, overthrown.
Fucking beautiful. On 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Oh, wow. We got a completion. Yeah, cool. Hey.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Yep. Here we go.
Prescott to throw it. Thomas has got it. Complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And great blocking downfield.
And he's hurt.
This almost to the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yep, here we go.
Off the play fake, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know
Quadricep
sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Yep. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. Going right back to Ferguson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yep. Here we go.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Yep. Here we go.
They'll run with Dobbins. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Yeah. Here we go.
Prescott off play action.
Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free.
Here we go.
Forced out to his left.
Hold on to the ball, dude.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The only bright side has been this defense. And I am so grateful for it. Defense wins Super Bowls, and right now this is literally what we're riding on. This is defense.
To the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's like the real Cowboys. Our offense is just hit or miss.
And now they're in the hurry up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Come on, Micah, get. For fuck's sakes.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here.
Right as I give them credit.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 1st down, Mariota. This one caught by Crowder. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Mariota on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Mariota again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Y'all have 3 fucking timeouts, and you're not going to call 1.
From the gun, Mariota. Rotates Ertz going across the middle. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Mariota.
Bro.
And this is going to be incomplete.
He really could have just ran that in.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Regardless, they're not going to score.
Timeout. And as the
Need to rest my defense a little bit. Everybody's fucking tired.
Take a break.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and
that's
that'll
game.
make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
All right. After that disappointing-ass game, we have Micah Parsons to upgrade. And this next game should be fairly easy, hopefully. Seahawks, like I said, we're like 6-4. Or I mean 4-6. Ah, 4-7 now, like I predicted. Weekly strategy. This is Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker. Alright, so defend outside run. Full pads because we fucking need to. The team don't deserve no break. I'm just gonna say it like that. Fatigue's going to be an issue, but win isn't it? Upgrade players, let's see. Okay, Micah and Kareem. Upgrade Kareem's power. And then Micah run stop. Staff, set up our goals. Win by 17. I would say do more. You know what? Fuck it. 400 offensive yards. Allow 10 points or less. And force 3 turnovers, 5 rushing touchdowns. Let's go sack the quarterback. Okay. Injury report. Alright, everyone's good. Everyone is good to go. That's my depth charts. Bring Brandon Cooks back in. And he's already there. Awesome. Let's double check something. For some reason, it always resets. I don't know why it always does this. Alright, cornerbacks is good. Alright. Color versus what? Green one? Yeah. Some white pants? There they are. Yep, here we go.
It's week 13 of the NFL. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who enters this game with 38 tackles so far this year. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. But tonight we kick off Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
Yeah, I don't think so, guys. Y'all giving out way too much hope for these Seahawks.
Underway from AT&T Stadium.
So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now it's Smith.
Get him. Get him.
Incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow...
Oh, come on, Duran.
Knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
So, Charles, this defense, in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And
good D, good D.
It's going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage, sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno.
Screen.
And this will be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it?
Eric, that was right over your head, bro.
This is going to be fun.
Jump.
He's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off of play action.
Get there, yeah.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed quarter blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw is Smith.
Come on, Micah. Oh.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Oh, come on.
Blocking there nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And good running there.
Boy, Kareem.
All the way up to midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to.
Here we go.
Be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he
He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Yeah, here we go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb.
Oh, come on, CD. Dive.
Touchdown.
Yes.
C.D. Lamb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Another throw and second down, and this one incomplete as well. You look at this.
I know you're not supposed to underestimate a team, but they have no chance.
From a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call it. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice
here we go.
and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Ready? Yeah, here we go.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kareem Hunt with career touchdown number 60. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This
This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Open man, that's
Good
no
shit.
fit, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
I'm doing.
James. It'll be
Why are
37
you
yards
doing?
there on the punt. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week.
Like I really only had 1 cup of coffee, but I'm so fucking shaky.
Oh, shit.
Always want to be
Drink
a
some
little
water,
bit
man.
more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out
Yeah, I don't know if
every
you have
last
or not,
yard.
but
He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Had water, but it's
This offense at a
dying, I guess.
A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage
You're not
chance that
dying,
thought
man.
they
You just
had at staying
it
unbeaten
was
the
either
entire
too much
season. I think
caffeine
you
or
said
too much sugar. I don't know what you
25%.
put
I'd
in
imagine
there,
that number
but
probably grown since then.
try to get
I would agree with you, and
active,
I'm gonna
man.
actually
Like,
bump it up to closer to 50%.
you know, don't just sit
Because
there.
they still have some
Try
tough
to
games to come, and keeping
put
that focus
exert that
throughout the
energy. You know what I
entire
mean?
season, that's been a really difficult thing to.
I want a job.
They've done it, and they've done it well.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
Jake!
Complete.
Jake!
That might be the 3rd down stop that they need.
How did you drop that?
Slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Take it in at the 22.
Get him.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Attaboy, Eric.
Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, excuse
Lose
me.
a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Smith.
Bring that ass here, boy!
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
What the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno.
Bruh. Oh, okay.
This one is incomplete.
I don't know how the fuck that didn't connect.
This
is a little bit behind them.
It's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. James now to return it.
Damn it.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Damn, he said you little.
They look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Yeah, here we go.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that
we have to run a play.
Diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah. Ready, set. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
What?
There is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
That was right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to
it went through his arm
here on 3rd down.
Like, what the hell?
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
Fuck.
Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I don't want to see that shit.
They're trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Play action. It's Smith. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this
shake off that pin. Time to shake it off.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0.
Yeah, here we go.
Really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0?
Why are we dropping these fucking passes?
How have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
Here we go.
They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Really trying my best not to fucking rage right now.
Small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Shut up. Shit. Fuck. Shit.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Okay.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
God damn it.
Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
You're fine.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Smith.
Good D.
The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
James now to return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
Here we go.
But what would be even worse now is letting it happen
again.
Right here. They've got to get going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss
here we go.
on that play.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Yeah, here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt.
Oh, damn it, I should have cut it up sooner. I don't know why I tried to stretch it out like that.
Won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We go for this. We go for
not a
it.
heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll be a Dallas first down.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott off play action. This is caught. It's Cooks. A big play here for Dallas. 50.
Welcome back, Brandon.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Yeah, here we go.
Play action now, Prescott.
Oh, that was stupid. God, that was my fucking fault. Come on, Dak. Come on, Dak. Come on, Dak. Somebody. Okay. He's gone.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture perfect.
I'm gonna play some craft, but I'll keep the stream up on my phone.
Yeah, once this game's done, Izzy, I'll be joining Minecraft. I'm very much frustrated and annoyed right now with the way these games have been going.
That could change the course of this game.
Yeah, whenever I'm done, I'll be joining you guys.
For the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
I gotta take it.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
We ain't calling Kaepernick. We don't take knees around here.
The playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting
here
rooms.
We go.
Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Tyrell Dotson there on the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Ready, set. Yeah. Here we go.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Yeah. Here we go.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Yeah. Here we go.
On play action, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
To throw is Prescott. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as it falls incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Why is CD not in here? Where the fuck? Yeah, here we go.
And again, it's Prescott.
Come on, Michael. Come on, Michael. There it is. There it's not.
Interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st down, Smith. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14th. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
What the fuck? This is not the way I wanted.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 10.
Okay. Okay.
Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. Shifts by him. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. The handoff. Now Smith going for Metcalf
on Trayvon. Yes!
This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now 12 interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers.
Yeah, here we go.
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it.
Dude!
There and talking to the team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, here we go.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's letting it fly.
Come on, come on.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
The chain gang
hey,
hustling to
God
catch
damn.
Here's 1st and goal
There's
from
like
just
10
inside
seconds
the
that
10.
just got wiped off. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going
Fuck off me.
left.
What?
Calling a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
How is that not a fucking...
Timeout taken. Perhaps
That should have been a touchdown.
one more quick play and then another timeout.
I'm running it again.
If
Same
they
play.
Hurry. We'll see. Good
Same
yardage
play.
on
Front and the
1st
back.
down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Yeah, here we go.
Hunt is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now the extra point up and good by Auburn. And the lead is now 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here's Richie James on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go.
They run again with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Yeah, use a hoe.
Gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now Smith
to the
right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. It's caught, Lockett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He probably had the incompletion, did the turnover.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 49. Myers' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. This is a massive man.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throwing, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Flush to his right.
What the fuck?
It's an interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. Nowhere to turn this time.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Sack back of the 29. Eric Kendricks racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Running right, here's Walker. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
What?
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And out now come the Cowboys. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it is caught. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. On the counter, Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Bro!
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No fucking...
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Smith.
Thank you, Trey. Thank you.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake. Oh, I thought that was a touchdown. That should have been a touchdown.
Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-numbing on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Powerful, head-to-head, chest-to-chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing now is Geno.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the return, it's James. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And now here come the Cowboys. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41.
Should have cut it up sooner.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Prescott off play action. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That last
when the fuck did he get hurt?
27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Geno out to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now on
third down. That pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game.
Oh, wow, they're going for it?
Unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On second down, it's Walker, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Gino.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's incomplete.
Nah.
Is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Bullshit.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Now, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down. A throw there, but that's going to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And quickly they get to the line. 3rd and 2, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing again is Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Walker.
No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis? Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully...
So Pete Carroll, always a guy to trust his instincts, and his instincts were right on that one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
And out now come the Seahawks. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They thought that going against an 11-0 team was going to be the one to change the tide? No.
And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, C.D. Lamb at wide receivers, he brings out this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
throwing here. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
1-0, and that's game.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Dallas, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis...
Jesus Christ, man. What are two stressful games. We're looking at the playoff picture. Yep, we're the number 1 seed. The Ravens are the AFC number 1 seed. Jets, Bengals, Texans, Jags. Kansas City, seed number 4. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure that'll change after I simulate this next week, but let's go ahead and advance. Oh yeah, the Texans are out now. That's crazy. And then... oh, I really don't remember the NFC side. Well, that's gonna do it for episode 6. Appreciate you guys sticking around through 2 hectic, very hectic games.
Well, that's all for episode 6. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure as hell suffered, but it is what it is, part of the grind. We are now 12-0 and can't wait to release the next couple episodes. Playoffs will be here soon before you know it, but I really do appreciate you guys. If you're, like I said, if you're enjoying the content, the series, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. This is Big G signing off. As always, have a blessed one. See you next episode. Peace.